Hi everyone, this is Pixie from Pixie Moons. And on today I'm bringing you another weekly reading for the collective. But before I do that, if you are new to this channel, hello, welcome. Over here we like to make videos about art, spirituality and magic, because she's a witch, baby. So if this is something that interests you, please subscribe, make sure you ring the bell, so you don't miss out and you get the word out when I upload, because I upload at least once a week, sometimes more. If you're part of the OG Spirit Squad, hi, welcome back. Thank you for being here with me. Alright, so collective weekly reading coming right up. First I'm going to be talking about the signs the moon is going to be in next week. So the moon stays in one sign for approximately 2 to 3 days, and what it means. Alright, and some of you might be able to feel the energies around that. And then I'm gonna go ahead with the reading. Last week I briefly talked about the moon phase that we were on, which was first quarter moon in Gemini, and what to do during that moon phase. In this week's reading, I'm not going to do that. I'm actually going to make a separate video about the full moon that we're going to have next week in Virgo. So yeah. So next week, going from the 8th to the 14th of March, still in Pisces season. If you're a Pisces baby, happy birthday. Drop your birthday down below if you're celebrating next week. Let's get into it. Sunday, Monday and Tuesday, the moon is going to be in Virgo, in the sign of Virgo, and we're going to have a super full moon on Tuesday. So I'm super excited about that. I don't know if you get excited about full moons, like give a thumbs up, right? You get excited about full moons? I think people do, I'm not the only one. So Virgo, quickly what Virgo means. Virgo is ruled by Mercury, just like us, Geminis. And Virgo are also a mutable sign, which means they're flexible, but they're also super detail-oriented. You probably heard that tons of times. Virgos are super detail-oriented. They love learning, and they love also having discussions, because Mercury, right, communications. So some people might say they are a bit argumentative. I think they're just being thorough. The energy of thorough, it's earth energy, and it's just being thorough with what you're doing. Plus, the really good thing that's happening also, around the time of the full moon, so it will be like on the same day or the day after, depending where you live, is that Mercury that was in retrograde is finally going direct. Work. Wednesday and Thursday we're going to be in the beautiful airy sign of Libra. Libras are ruled by Venus, and if you know any Libras, if you are a Libra, Libras are very loving. They're very loving. They just want to get on with everybody. Not saying they're people pleasers, but they just want to have a good time, man. That's it. So they're really good at like relationships and partnerships, and they're the scales, right? So they always want to find balance, whether with themselves or with others. So it's going to be a good time for that, and just a time of like being easygoing. All right, just taking it easy with yourself, with the world, no rushing anything. And to end the week, so Friday and Saturday, we're going to be in the waters of Scorpio. All right, I feel like some people don't know that Scorpio is a water sign. Some people kind of confuse Scorpio for being a fire sign for some reason. I know I did. I was uneducated, you guys. Scorpios are about emotional stability, emotional security. But also Scorpio, probably some of you already know Scorpio rules the libido, right? So Friday and Saturday, it's the end of the week. You know what you're gonna be doing. Gonna be down at the club. Just cover yourself, okay? Stay safe. That's all I'm saying. Stay safe. Let's move on to the reading. I already pulled some cards out. I pulled my angel number. So the angel number I got for next week, and I shit you not, was 444. 444. Right? Crazy. Stability, right? So yeah, 444, stability. Your angels are around you. You are being guided, protected, and keep on doing what you're doing, basically. So that already tells me that it's gonna be a hella good week. The back of the deck energy was 7 of Cups. So the 7 of Cups, and that card in the Rider-Waite always scares me a little bit, I have to say, more than like the 10 of Swords or like the 3 of Swords or the Tower or anything like that. It's really about illusions and discernment. Alright, so seeing something for what it really is instead of following something that's shiny and looks like gold but really is trash. Anyway, that's my interpretation of it. So let's get on with the cards. The beginning of the week, I pulled the Sun, or Ra. Ra, 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 ra. Come through, Lady Gaga. 19, that was 5. The Fire Eater. We have the Gum, number 24. And we also have the Ace of Pentacles. The Sun to me talks about self-empowerment. It talks about standing in your power, letting your light shine, along with the Ace of Pentacles, which is new ideas, new projects, and it's basically Spirit giving you a hand and giving you the materials that you've been looking for. So giving you help, basically. In terms of chakras, because I did that last week, I want to say a lot of, well, solar plexus, obviously, but also throat chakra with those 2. The Loteria cards. Alright, throat chakra activations. Be careful with your words, or something that you find it hard to swallow. Maybe also work on that. That has to do with most likely pride and your solar plexus. And this, to me, look at how tiny this is. I see it as us feeling alone. We're like lost in this ocean. We're like one single drop. But that's not true. Like, this is a reading for the collective, so we need to remember we are being supported this week, right? Angel number 444, we are being supported and we are being guided and protected. So there should be nothing to worry about. As long as we use our discernment, right, with that 7 of Cups. To me, the beginning of the week is pretty good. You guys. Moving on to the middle of the week, my friends. We have Nefertiti, number 3, so that's the Empress, right? We have 45, and if you remember, this little guy came up last week. 32, the Poetess. The Knight of Wands. Already, solar plexus, I'm gonna say, and throat, again, the Poetess. She expresses herself, she writes, so that has to do with communication. Throat chakra again. So I see more of that stepping into your power, or like feeling your power, being confident, and also not being afraid of speaking your own truth, right? Number 5, this equals to a 5, so it's change, transformation. Maybe up to now you were a person, or like maybe up to now we were maybe being more in the background and not daring to speak what was on our mind. But I see with this and this that we are not going to hold back, and not like in an aggressive way, but more so in I'm speaking my truth kind of way. And I'm like, if I have to be singled out for it, then so be it, but I want to be at peace with myself. This Knight of Wands to me is talking about taking things steady, not rushing, and being careful also about perhaps getting hot-headed if you're having a discussion with someone. Like I said, you're trying to speak your truth, being aware of the traps of the ego, right? Discernment again with us all week. We need to like double check ourselves, right? If we feel that some emotions are coming up that are not necessarily going to be useful to the situation, then probably like stop, take a deep breath, think. If you have to leave the room, go somewhere, go on a walk, do that. A poet, they really think about their words, right? They really think about what they want to express. They don't just write out the first thing that comes to mind and then just leave it. They rework, right? Edit. Not edit your feelings, but maybe edit the way that we go about things, or the way we express things. Because like I said, it's going to be change. Review the way that we talk, the way that we express ourselves, and the way that we self-talk as well. That's super important. And for the end of the week, I got a few more cards. I got 18, the Lotus. And we also had this guy last week, if you remember. We have 49, the Churros. This is making me hungry. 29, the Limes. Look at this abundance. Look at it. Beautiful. And we have 7 of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the 2 of Pentacles. So juggling something, right? Balance, equilibrium with the 2 of Pentacles. This also has to do with the throat chakra, but also the crown. The crown chakra, and these 2 beautiful purpley ones with the 3rd eye, but also with your heart chakra, with the healing. All right. 29 equals to 11. So that's beautiful. And this is 13. So 13 in the tarot is death, as you probably know. But it's transformation and new beginnings. So what does it all mean, Pixie? What are we doing at the end of the week? So we have 2 nights next week. Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords. So this is about action, fast action, If you look at the Knight of Swords, the original in the Rider-Waite, he's like dashing, he's flinging himself basically to the ground. So I always take this card as meaning that we need to slow down. I take it as the opposite. Slow down. Don't rush, which is the same thing. Reconsider. Reconsider is what I'm hearing. With the Seven of Swords, it also talks about deceit. So again, we go back to this guy, with this guy. So yeah, deceit and maybe like being too easygoing or like overlooking things. This, you remember, last week we talked about discernment. I see still working on our heart chakra, healing the heart chakra. Very important. We keep on ascending, keep on having opportunities opening for us. Also stability, because I see 4 in this, and 4 is the number of stability, like we said, right? The number of the week. This, every time I see food, it also reminds me of what we ingest, like I was saying, physically, but also in here, right? What makes us feel good? What makes us feel peaceful and grounded with ourselves? If you're listening to music and it's making you angry, or if you're watching a film and it's making you anxious, just stop. Find something else that makes you feel relaxed and more connected with yourself, with your higher self, right? I see number 7, and to me it speaks of spirituality. Maybe not slacking off with your spirituality. If you have your rituals, if you have your mantras, if you have your meditation, just keep on doing that. All right, even if you're feeling tired, you don't really want to, you can't be asked that day, go through it, because those are practices that help you ground. And like I was saying, really align. So some of us are juggling maybe physical and spiritual, or 2 things maybe that bring you balance. We don't have to do it all right? I was saying in my Mercury retrograde reading that we have this tendency of like planning too many things and spreading ourselves too thin, and kind of being reluctant to ask for help. Next week is telling us to speak our truth, stand in our power, not be afraid, and use discernment, and carry on with the work we are doing and healing ourselves, because that is one of the most important things we can do to help the planet and to help shift the paradigms. Because once you heal yourself, then everybody else also can heal. It's benefiting the collective. I hope this reading was entertaining, that it brought you some clarity about the energies that we'll be working with next week. Yeah, if you have any questions, drop them down below. Oh, I almost forgot, you guys. So I was called to work on a motivational oracle. I was also guided to make it free for everyone. Basically, it's a list of 90 affirmations, or you can use them as mantras. As a PDF, they look like cards basically, so you can print them, cut them, laminate, do your thing, decorate them, and basically to help you with your journey. If you need some guidance, then you can pull one for the day, do a spread, do whatever you're inspired to do. my aim was to help as many people as possible with this. It's completely free and you can download it in the link down below. You can download it from the link down below. Let me know if it resonates with you. Let me know if it helps. I really hope it does. In the meantime, it's going to be goodbye from me. Thank you so much for being here with me and for sharing this space. And as usual, serenity of spirit, motivation of mind, and happiness of heart always. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.